Look when I was hot. Look how many times they used my name.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, my name, Nelly, man, my name been mentioned. I can just go past what's his name, Project Pat. I mean, I can just go. I mean, if my name, they use my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Let your next move be your best. My stuff.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Go ahead.
Okay, when you think about today gang, right? You gotta think about Lil Wayne.
That's what I was about to say.
Think about Snoop Dogg.
You got to think about look. This is something we interviewed. Jeff Ford's grandson,
Right.
and Prince Amir, and he talked about pretty much was it Kevin Gates? He said that he had used his grandfather, his father's name, and it's in the music, but he don't know him
in some type of way. I could just, especially in the entertainment history, you got Kevin Gates to just drop something on his intro.
What did he say?
Go check out the intro.
But I'ma show you how great I am. For the record, I am Muslim first. Where should I begin? I'm a general. I'm one of the men. ABPSN.
It was about the Islamic faith, or was it about the Black Peace Stone?
Like I said, Muslim
let me know what I'm looking for.
Muslim faith is just not ours. That's to get that straight. So
Correct.
I don't want that to
course.
be. But who you get your teachers from, or who you who guide you, that's a blessing. But he speak on Islam, he a Muslim first, and I'm doing a lot of that with that brother. And he also speak on being part and partial of this thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? And my point is, I never met him before.
And it was crazy to me because he was like, not only him, NBA Youngboy. So a lot of time the hip hop scene cultivates and moves the whole narrative.
Look when I was hot. Look how many times they used my name.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, my name, Nelly, man, my name been mentioned. I can just go past what's his name, Project Pat. I mean, I can just go. I mean, if my name, they use my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Let your next move be your best. My stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they, it's culture. So we are like the Preems and the Pepsi Masons, and they talk about what's that dude's name? Alpo and
Alpo.
Rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All them
Rich.
guys. Them guys were folklores. They was ghetto folklore. They was ghetto heroes. So you know what I mean? That's what we talk about when we in the barbershop. That's when we talk about when we ain't on Boss Talk. You know what I mean? We talk about Larry Hoover. We talk about Jeff Ford. We talk about Mickey Caldwell and all the rest of them.
But
brothers.
it's good and bad when they talk about you, because then, like, if it's a case where, say, you've gotten older and you're not as relevant anymore, when these newer rappers are talking about you, it gets you back hot. It gets you relevant with a younger group of people.
It depends on what you're doing.
But it goes bad and good. The ones who are in prison, like your Larry Ford, Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford, and so forth, when you have rappers who are talking about them, and these men are trying to get out of prison, and they're talking about them in a way where they're still in these gangs.
They don't know. They don't even include. They don't know these dudes. They weren't even born.
Exactly. So it more harm them than it's good for them. You see what I mean?
It's like when Rick Ross did, I think, on Big Meech Larry Hoover. It sounds dope in the club, but when a person trying to get out of prison, they don't want to go back to those thoughts no more.
Exactly.
They don't want to deal with that.
But you know what? The sad case is that people like myself and Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford, we put that out in the atmosphere. My mom used to say, "Son," my mom used to say, "Son, don't speak it because you can't bring it back." So all the things that we did,
especially in today's society with social media and everything, you definitely can't bring it back.
Well, everything we did is coming back to hunt us.
Right.
Malcolm X said the chicken is coming home to roost. So you know what I'm saying? Everything that we did in the past,
that's real.
That when we was doing to build our image, because the first 30 years of a man's life is legacy.
Yeah.
The next 30 years is dynasty. So after Larry Hoover and Pimpin and Jeff Ford, all of them hit the 30-year mark. It's about, we're thinking about our children. We're thinking about generational wealth. We're thinking about how we're going to leave something to our kids. So we don't have that same perspective no more. But that legacy, that first 30 years is gangster. Pimpin', killer. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. So that's what you get left with. Like a lot of times, I say this all the time. People say, Pimpin' Ken. I say, Pimpin' Ken. Not period, Pimpin' Ken, comma, founder of hip hop fraternity. Pimpin' Ken, comma, author. Pimpin' Ken, comma, literary agent. Pimpin' Ken, comma, filmmaker. So people is putting, like, I got this from TDJ. He said people put a period where they need to be putting commas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? They need to be Larry Hoover, comma, political advisor. You know, he had Gator and all them. And you know, we anybody in Chicago know they said Gates to go to polls. You know what I'm saying? You know, Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Mentor, philanthropist. You know how many murders this man didn't stop.
Yeah.
You know how many people he said, man, let him make it.
Saved a lot.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, so we got to free Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? We got to free Jeff Ford.
Exactly.
Because if America really wants to see a transition, if they really want to see something happen, they got to quit glorifying the criminals.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.